Hi, my name is Ellie Topolivac, and I came to Solana Beach in the school year 1965-66. And Solana Beach was a very small community. It had two schools, Central School and Skyline, which was relatively new. And we did not have freeways at that time to Solana Beach. I had my degree in UCLA, and I think I was one of the first teachers they had hired in 4 or 5 years because there was not the growth. And I was considered a rabble-rouser, which is okay. Everybody looks at, you came from UCLA. But I loved Solana Beach. It was the best place. I taught kindergarten at Skyline, 1st and 2nd grade, then had kids on and off during that period, and then came and went to Central School, and finally to Solana Vista. The community, our first house cost us $16,500. It had an ocean view, and it was tiny. The kitchen, you couldn't even put one hand to the other hand across, but it's still there. I had the experience of teaching kindergarten, 1st, 2nd, and 3rd grade, and a little of 4th grade. And then I wrote a grant that took me out of the classroom and working on getting kids to read more and watch less television. And I have a funny story about that that's worth mentioning. We happened to have a TV blackout week, and all the fathers were very upset with us because it was when the basketball finals were happening. And March Madness. Teaching was my love, and then finally I was such a rabble-rouser, they moved me up, they moved me to the new school. Back when I was teaching, the teachers, some of the new teachers came in, and we realized that in the community, when Solana Vista opened up, it was a brand new community of young moms wanting the very, very best for their children, as all parents should want, but they were a little more vocal. And with a few parents that I got to know really well, and some other teachers, we felt that there was a time to change the school board. So we became activists. And that's when Marion Dotson came to the school board. Let me see if I can't remember some of the other names. But all of a sudden, we could go to conferences. We could learn from each other. We could have parents in the classroom. That was a major step. I was the first teacher that ever thought to have a parent in the classroom. And I remember Mike Green saying, "You can't have a parent in the classroom. Why do you think you should have a parent in the classroom?" I said, "Well, at least let me try." It was a time of change. When you have all this new community coming in, they don't have the trust in the school district as all the old Solana Beach parents had in the school district. So it was a lot of building trust. We then grew, and we were getting new teachers that added to the wealth of knowledge. They brought in brand new ideas. And we had a school board at that time, and since that time, that has supported teachers, supported innovation, supported the importance of not just looking at test scores, but looking at the whole child. the NFL contacted me and wanted my team to be in charge of the NFL educational program. They had seen and heard about Books and Beyond from somebody and went to see it and thought, actually, I'm sorry, it was first Sports Illustrated for Kids. They were opening up their magazine, and the publisher called and wanted help. They didn't know how to reach out. They didn't know how to find schools, and we were disseminating Books and Beyond throughout the whole United States. So we knew all these contacts. And so went to help them, launched NFL for Kids, and all of our fourth graders got magazines. I don't know if any of you remember that.
I do.
You do. And free. And so we ran that program for them and their contests and etc. And then they introduced us to the NFL because the NFL was launching a program called It's a Fact. And they knew nothing about education. They had to Boston College develop the program, and my staff did some editing and things like that on the program. So for 6 years, we worked with the NFL to run their educational programs, and that's why the board they paid for part of my time and part of my staff's time so we could work on the program, which was really neat, and learned a lot. So I was able to do that. I was able to retire knowing that my career of 38 years was special. I made so many friends. But more importantly, I think we as a school district, and I mean everybody that worked in our school district, were there for children, were there for our communities, and nothing was left undone in terms of doing the best we could for every child. And that was what was special about Solana Beach.